it's lights out and away we go, and Kimi Räikkönen gets away well, covers off Sebastian Vettel. Hamilton slipstreaming behind Vettel, who pulls out to the left-hand side, and it's a damage from Brendan Hartley. Look up there for Kimi Räikkönen, but he makes the first chicane. Hamilton and Vettel almost touch. Verstappen's on the inside of Bottas, and he's made up a place. Going over the grass, it's Kevin Magnussen in the Haas. It's Räikkönen from Vettel, from Hamilton, Verstappen. Bottas under pressure now from Grosjean.
Going to be horrible flat spots on the front tyres of Kimi Räikkönen. They're side by side. Look at Hamilton alongside Vettel. Oh, so close. He'll struggle to get round there.
They touch Martin. Hamilton and Vettel has been spun round. Disaster for Sebastian Vettel at the start of this race. He touched with Lewis Hamilton going through the chicane. Hamilton came off best. Sebastian Vettel losing places. He's down in 18th.
2 into 1 wouldn't go. There's just not enough space through there, but Hamilton hung it around the outside. And somehow it's Vettel that went around.
Carlos Sainz is making a move on Grosjean as Hamilton makes a move on Räikkönen, gives him a little nudge towards the right-hand side. Hamilton moves into the lead of the Italian Grand Prix and down into the first chicane. Grosjean is scrapping away with Sainz, who has to go over the safety bumps. Behind them comes Esteban Ocon, but Lewis Hamilton wasted no time whatsoever to get past Kimi Räikkönen as Grosjean fights his way past Carlos Sainz again. And here comes Kimi Räikkönen back for round 2. Räikkönen regains the lead of the Italian Grand Prix, and Monza goes wild. So Räikkönen making his stop, and making his stop early.
So Hamilton then has been told, do whatever he doesn't do. So if he comes in, you stay out. If he stays out, you pit, is what was going on there.
A very nice change indeed. 2.4 seconds at the stop by the crew.
Bottas continues. A bit of team play going on here from Mercedes, but Vettel right out of the picture, can't join in.
So keep Kimi behind you.
Hamilton's closer this time around, only half a second as they cross the line. Hamilton moves out and has to go round the outside with Kimi Räikkönen. Can he take the lead of the Italian Grand Prix? Yes, he can. Kimi Räikkönen's staunch defence of his Italian Grand Prix lead comes to an end on lap 45, and Lewis Hamilton, the championship leader, takes over the lead of this crazy race at Monza. The championship leader has come to Monza, and he is going to win once more as Hamilton takes the checkered flag and the Italian Grand Prix victory to lead 215 laps at Monza as well. Kimi Räikkönen comes home second for his 100th podium in. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start from Albon. Sainz has stalled on the grid. Sebastian Vettel tucks in behind Charles Leclerc. Lewis Hamilton on the inside, trying to get in. Vettel, Kimi Räikkönen has been made contact with and is bouncing over the curb, as is Nico Hülkenberg back there in the Renault as well. Charles Leclerc leads them down through Eau Rouge from Hamilton, and Vettel and Bottas in fourth. Behind Bottas comes Verstappen, and we see them now on the Kemmel Straight. A long lead there for Charles Leclerc. Here comes Sebastian Vettel again. He's going wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton. The Ferrari is ahead and into second place as Bottas tucks behind his teammate. Ferrari, Mercedes. Charles Leclerc ahead of Sebastian Vettel. No lock-up so far going through the chicane. Lando Norris is in fifth, ahead of the two Hasses, and then the racing point of Sergio Perez. And Leclerc doing very nicely indeed to pull as big a gap as he possibly can as his teammate Sebastian Vettel locks up, and that could cost him dear going into the source. Lewis Hamilton's already on his tail now, just pulls into behind the rear wing of the Ferrari to get the slipstream as they begin the climb up Radion and along the Kemmel Straight. Charles Leclerc leads the Belgian Grand Prix. That is a brilliant camera angle showing the speed of these cars.
It's Bottas quick though. Bottas has got the slipstream on Hamilton rather than Hamilton on Vettel, but Hamilton's got it covered. So he must have had a little bit of a moment in the middle of Eau Rouge. Leclerc then 6.3 seconds ahead now as these two fight over second place, and Hamilton's much closer.
Here he comes, Lewis Hamilton. You can hear the cheers from some of the British fans waving the Hamilton flags. He pulls out alongside Sebastian Vettel. He pulls ahead of Sebastian Vettel, and there was the cheer from the fans that have made it over from the UK. Hamilton is up to second place. Ferrari came here with the advantage on paper. It's not been plain sailing on the asphalt, but Charles Leclerc can now see the checkered flag, and for the first time ever, Charles Leclerc wins a Formula One Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton is second. It's lights out, away we go. Vettel, I think, got the better start there. The two Force India starting well too, but Lewis Hamilton into turn one in the lead. On the inside, Valtteri Bottas is being challenged by Kimi Raikkonen. Down the inside goes Max Verstappen as well, and Daniel Ricciardo to protect his place. And as they head now down towards Eau Rouge, there's Kevin Magnussen making a move on one of the Force Indias. I think that was Esteban Ocon who lost out just a little bit. Up, ready, on we go. Hamilton leads Vettel, who's got a good slipstream now, and will be challenging all the way to the Les Combes chicane. Bottas and Raikkonen come after that, and behind Verstappen, Ricciardo pulling out to the outside as well. Vettel challenging into the Les Combes. Meanwhile, Sebastian Vettel catching Lewis Hamilton here on the soft compound tyre. That Ferrari is going very well indeed. A last lap of a 150.3 for Hamilton, a 149.1 for Sebastian Vettel, who's already 4 tenths up. Oh, hang on a minute. A 10-second stop-go penalty for Kimi Raikkonen for failing to slow for double yellow flags.
Okay, Kimi, unfortunately we have a 10-second stop-go penalty for ignoring the yellow for Verstappen.
What do you mean? He was on the side of the road.
He didn't lift at all.
No.
It was for double yellow flags, so it wasn't just yellow flags, there was obviously double yellow flags.
But which tyres is the critical thing? Did you see them, Ted?
The two Mercedes went soft again, didn't they? Vettel did go ultra soft.
He did go ultra soft,
He did, okay.
Safety cars coming in on this lap.
There he goes.
And that's where he goes, right there, right then. Sebastian Vettel will now commence the chase as we head towards the bus stop chicane, and we can go racing again. Hamilton leads this race then from Sebastian Vettel, Valtteri Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo and Kimi Raikkonen. And Sebastian Vettel's got a really good slipstream now, going down through Eau Rouge at 200 miles an hour. Hamilton leads, Vettel is right behind him. The gap is less than a car length. Sebastian Vettel pulls to one side. The championship leader is alongside Lewis Hamilton. The championship leader edges ahead. Hamilton fights back. Hamilton protects the lead. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside of Bottas. Ricciardo in third. Loses out.
Fantastic bravery.
Sebastian Vettel gave it a right good go at the safety car restart, but he's having to settle now for second best. Lewis Hamilton in his 200th Grand Prix is going to do what Michael Schumacher did in his 200th Grand Prix and take the victory. As he reaches the line now, Hamilton, 200 Grand Prix, and he wins in Spa on this Sunday afternoon. For 70 laps ahead of us here in Montreal. It's lights out, away we go. Good start from Vettel and from Hamilton. Leclerc now comes up on the inside, and you've got Ricciardo ahead of Gasly and Bottas. Vettel into turn one, wheel to wheel. Leclerc and Hamilton, but Hamilton gets the inside line through turn two, and he's away. Ricciardo a bit unstable, but he's okay ahead of Gasly. Hulkenberg started well and maybe got ahead of Bottas as well. There's Lando Norris now behind Bottas, and Max Verstappen right in there in the thick of it as well as they go. Sebastian Vettel, I think, really for the first time this afternoon under pressure.
Hamilton with the DRS behind, 1 second. Engine 1 is available.
He's just gone very wide in turn 10 as Lewis Hamilton. That's cost him dearly.
That's the second time I think he's done that into the hairpin this afternoon.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Copy.
Sebastian Vettel goes wide, and Lewis Hamilton thought there was a gap, but the wall and Sebastian Vettel moving to the right-hand side closed that gap down. Has Vettel just got away with an error and preserved his lead in this Canadian Grand Prix?
Let's see what happens. Yeah, the back just would not stick. That's bad news for him in terms of his absolute pace as well. They didn't do anything wrong.
You just came on the track so dangerous.
Yeah, copy this, we're on it.
Was that dangerous by Sebastian Vettel? Hamilton really had to jam on the brakes, didn't he? Sebastian Vettel has been given a 5-second time penalty for an unsafe re-entry and forcing another driver off the track.
Vettel has 5-second penalties, so we just need to stay in his gearbox.
Vettel has now got 12 laps to try and build at least a 5-second gap and win a race that he's dominated, Martin.
We've got a 5-second time penalty for unsafe re-entry. Head down, head down. We have Hamilton 3 seconds behind.
I had nowhere to go. Seriously, I had nowhere to go. I didn't see him.
Copy.
know, if you go through the grass and you come back, you have an amazing grip. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I had grass on my wheels. It's cold if he decides to go that way. If he got to the inside, he got past me.
Okay, stay focused. Copy that. Stay focused. 10 laps to go.
I am focused, but they're stealing the race from us.
Copy that.
As the top two have given us some great excitement this afternoon, make their way out of the final corner. Sebastian Vettel takes the checkered flag, but Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix. It is Hamilton for the 7th time that will take victory in Montreal.
No, a big thank you. No, guys. No. Not like that. Not like that. No.
And it's lights out and away we go. Hamilton gets away well, so does Bottas, and he's wheel to wheel with Kimi Räikkönen. Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel now are level. Sebastian Vettel does manage to get ahead. Sebastian Vettel ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas breaks a little earlier and he's getting swallowed up by Räikkönen and the Red Bull that goes off the track. Sebastian Vettel then leads them away from Hamilton, from Bottas, and there is Fernando Alonso onto the gravel.
Really clumsy stuff. A puncture then for Felipe Massa as well. They were tripping over each other like crazy. Really clumsy driving into turn one. Räikkönen is out. Räikkönen broken suspension. You can fix it, but it'll take a while. And that is how he feels about Kimi Räikkönen.
Okay, Lewis, this is critical time in the race now, so just give it everything you got. I know you're pushing hard. Give it to it, Mono.
It might be a two-horse race, Crofty, but it looks like it's shaping up to be a real head-to-head, doesn't it?
It certainly does. That's going to be very close. Carlos Sainz comes out. Kevin Magnussen gets there with about a yard to spare, and they're going to go onto the grass with a Toro Rosso as he tries to get past Magnussen. Sebastian Vettel stops. Did Mercedes push Ferrari into the undercut?
This is the opportunity, Lewis. Give it everything you got.
And a cracking lap from Hamilton. This is going to be so close. He's got to pass this Red Bull. Well, and then the Williams will be required to move over pretty quickly as well. So that was an important move.
You get the feeling Mercedes are going to need to bring Hamilton in because he is losing pace on this lap and it will only get worse. Fernando Alonso is going round the outside there of the Toro Rosso of Danny Kvyat, and they almost bang wheels, and Alonso just had to back out of that one again. Kvyat's never a man to back out of a challenge, and Alonso kicks up a bit of dirt as he runs wide through turn 4. As Hamilton stops, and is that the medium tyres that have gone on? Yes, it is. Valtteri Bottas is now the car ahead of Sebastian Vettel. How much longer can he keep Sebastian Vettel at bay to allow his teammate to catch him up?
Bottas will go wide with that one. Bottas will go wide. Vettel will be going mad inside that cockpit. So if he can get a good run, what's going to happen down the pit straight? Can he get a better run this time?
Well, let's see.
He's going to have to dummy him. He's going to have to pretend he's going right.
And Sebastian Vettel goes onto the grass this time. Sebastian Vettel on the inside does manage to get past Valtteri Bottas. I get the feeling Lewis Hamilton's going to get past his teammate a lot easier than Sebastian Vettel found it on the previous lap. There was Stoffel Van Dorn and Felipe Massa. A virtual safety car has been deployed.
Yeah, what are Ferrari going to do with this one then?
Is this for Lewis Hamilton then to get rid of those medium compound tyres and say, right, can he get to the end on that set of softs?
Ferrari coming in now, but if you pit now while your rivals are flat out, can go flat out down the pit straight.
See, he's going to lose a lot more time here now because it's under racing speed.
Yeah, he's still going to have track position.
Yeah, but only just though, because look, you can see Hamilton going down the main straight. Wehrlein stays ahead of Sainz. Magnussen's ahead of Grosjean. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton's on the outside. This is going to be neck and neck going into turn 1. Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and Hamilton gets forced off the track. Who's going to come out in front? It's Sebastian Vettel in front. That's a good exit off the final corner for Lewis Hamilton. He's got DRS. Vettel blocks him off on the inside. Hamilton goes round the outside and swoops into the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, he's going to go on now to take another Spanish Grand Prix victory. It's his 55th win in Formula One. Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix and closes the championship gap to 6 points as Sebastian Vettel comes home in second.